Last year, my sophomore year, me and my best friend kind of split up a little. In sixth grade, I moved across town. I moved across my hometown to the other side, and I went to a different church and went to a different building than everything and everyone I was familiar with, different school. And the person that was there in the very first class I remember going to was my future best friend. Um, a kid as tall as me and with blonde hair and a bright smile. I remember me and him just kind of connecting over the next like 2 years ish. And I knew like there was one week where we hung out like 4 times, and I knew we were going to be best friends. And, um, as high school came around, we did choir together, we did water polo together. Um, and we were as tight as we could be, along with my cousin, who I lived closer to now. I wouldn't tell my cousin this, but um, he wasn't my best friend. The other kid was, and you know, we kind of everything was going good. Kind of towards the end of my sophomore year, our relationship kind of faded out. He got a girlfriend, and um, I don't know. I think we just started becoming like a little bit of different people, and for whatever reason, we faded out, and it was sad. You know, I just stopped slowly, just stopped like inviting him, and we kind of like faded out of each other's lives. We still knew we were there. We're still in group chats together, but I think we both kind of knew it, that it was like different, but I don't regret that, or I don't regret like spending the time with him, and I'm not like mad at him or anything. Like, since me and him have talked it out, as guys do, we got back to it like probably like a few months ago. Me and him, I just brought it up, like, what happened. But there's just things we disagreed on, or I don't know if he disagreed on, but I disagreed on, and like, the urge was to confront him, to make a scene about it. But I figured if we ever tried to talk about it, it would turn into an argument, and then we'd never talk again. So what I told everyone is that we kind of just, we're taking like a step back, or like a break, I guess. I don't know. It sounds like a relationship, but no, like, he was really like a brother to me, and yeah, we talked it out since. Like, we're all cool about it now, but it's just things just aren't the same. But I'm okay with that. You know, it was just it was like a slow kind of hurt, not like a relationship between a girl, like losing like a family member, but it was like this slow like realization that this person that's in your life is just slowly leaving, um, slowly becoming less and less involved in your life, and there's like nothing to do with like him, or nothing to do with like me, but just like we were just becoming different people, is how I felt about it. Um, I don't know. To this day, I don't know if that was the best decision, like to avoid it, talking about it, just because I was afraid it was going to turn into an argument. Because we're both pretty stubborn people. Um, but I don't know. I feel like it was. It's just like the thought that you know maybe things could have been different if we talked it out. But I don't know. Um, but yeah, like, we're all cool now. Like, I still call him one of my bestest friends, but it's just things are a little different, obviously. Um, I guess I leave you with the the thought that um, before you react, before you want to, you know, yell at somebody, before you want to leave your mark on a relationship or anything in your life before you react. Just take a step back and think about the best way to go about it. Um, I just personally thought if we tried to talk about it, it would turn into an argument, and I was better. I was fine, slowly letting go. Um, I love him so much. He's like a brother to me, and I'm grateful for that experience to know of like a different kind of transition, a different kind of hurt. But I guess I just leave you with the invitation to not be so hard on others. You never know what's going on, and you can always just come back. You can always leave and come back. But what you can't do is have a huge old argument and then walk away, and then come back acting like you guys can be friends again. Because I know some people, I know some people can forgive like that, but I also know some people that can't. And I have somebody that kind of wants to do that in their life, where they wish to kind of tell these people off, but yeah, I think the best way is to just step away from it and take a break. But I'm grateful for that experience. I'm grateful for him. Um, my value towards him hasn't changed a bit. Thanks for watching.